you let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay? Let's ride!
It's Wednesday night. It's 7:01 p.m. on the East Coast, January 28th, 2026. And yeah, we're right in the middle of a very busy week because, you know, we got tomorrow night, we got Friday night, we got another live episode of the Playhouse is on Friday night, then Saturday night is the Saturday night special. So it's another one of those long weeks. And then we might have a coastal storm over here on in New York on Sunday that'll add another couple of inches to the to whatever the hell we have outside right now. Which, you know what, I'm actually really hoping for, because I was talking to Aurora about it. We were walking around today in the morning, and I said, Aurora, look how tall this stuff is. It just, you know, the both sides of the lawn is. We got at least 2.5 feet up there. Especially, it's mostly because of how much I threw with the snowblower onto the lawn to, you know, make it even bigger than it was naturally. So I told her, you know, if we get a little bit more on this weekend, like I think we are, this is going to be perfect for trenches. Like, I want to make World War I trenches in the front so that we can like crawl there and then make like tunnels and all that other stuff. It would be, I haven't been able to do that in years. Many years back. I'm talking about back when I was just doing it for me, and now it's just going to be, oh man, that would be a lot of fun. So we'll see. In the meantime, we are here. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. I have a little bit on the Ilhan Omar salad dressing attack. It's gonna be one of those things here tonight where we're going to talk about that little. I have some other mixed media to look through, and then of course I want to do a little bit of a meme review, and I think the one that really took the cake for the last week has been the Nihilist penguin meme. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I think it hits all the same notes as the Sky King story, which we talk about around every August of every year for the last 6, I think it's going to go on 7 years now, since Richard Russell commandeered the plane in Alaska and did a barrel roll in what some people think should have been a physical impossibility, as you know, he decided to go out on his own terms. And it's a sad story, but also something a story that people have found really liberating in I don't know, like an existential kind of a way. But throughout all of that, we are going to be graced by the company of Chrissie Mayr. Chrissie, are you done with your makeup over there?
Oh my God, yes, I'm done.
Okay, well there you go. I was buying
the
her.
empty seat looks a little better.
I was buying her all the time I could over here.
Yes,
you know,
I was like, talk about all the memes. Tell them, do a full recap.
Do stuff while I'm over here, and I'm allowing her to put all of her makeup on. But that's it. This is how's your year been so far? First month is almost over.
It's flying by. It's flying by. I took the Bean to the Great Wolf Lodge, which is like a water park in the Poconos, and it was just me, Frank, and the baby. And then I don't want to blame the Jews off the bat, but we did get there, and there were a ton, and they're all the. But I'm like, they're water park Jews. They're probably, because I'm kind of obsessed with like all the different types and learning about the different types. Because I did a deep dive on a Curious Joel, which is like in upstate New York. They've taken over a town.
I've seen this.
Those are like I don't know if those are the Ortho Jews or the Hasidic Jews.
Yeah.
Those are the ones with the and they buy hats that are like $8,000.
So we watched the same guy, Olivia. What's his name?
Tyler Olivia.
Yeah, Tyler Olivia. He went up there to this little place in New York, which is all Hasidic.
It's up by the Catskills. It's like if you're going up to where Woodstock used to be, and we're up there a lot because like Frank's parents have a condo at Villa Roma, so we're going there all year round, and you just can't help but notice like, why are there so many slow moving minivans on the road that are like breaking down and horrible drivers? And then you're like, oh, why are all these housing developments like just like on top of each other in what's normally like a pretty rural farmland situation?
So they live right next to this place
in Monroe County. Yeah. Oh, and they're trying to expand. There's 44,000 people there, and it was all started by these 14 families. I know it sounds like the Jewish mob, but I guess there were 14 families in Williamsburg out in Brooklyn who were just like, they were getting pushed out. Oi, the rents were too high. And then they decided, let's just go take over this part of upstate New York. And they did. And all these, the reason why I bring this up is because similar to Minneapolis and the Somalians, they're kind of like welfare queens, and they have like 5, 10 plus kids, and they can get federal funding for their schools, which they normally shouldn't because they're like religious and private schools. But since I think 40-something% of the population there lives below the poverty line, they can qualify basically for federal funding on their private religious schools.
Well, okay, so first of all, Tyler Olivier, right there.
That's him in the hat with the beard. Yes.
Yeah, but listen, we got to let's just watch a little bit of this because this was uploaded about 12 days ago, and I just can't believe that it's on YouTube. So
I know, and I was like, what great timing for this.
Well, look here, and this is nuts because of what's going on in Minnesota. Here is an alcove in New York that is all taxpayer funded, but at the same time, there's other little funny things about this story about how nobody can drive and everybody's constantly getting into accidents all day.
They're terrible drivers. Yeah, the buses are constantly, and there's a snippet of that in this video. The buses are constantly hitting people, and then they have their own cops. They have their own like AAA service. They have their own everything that comes out, and it's extremely insular. The women don't even graduate high school. The men, like, nobody really works. They go, he's going around going, what do you do for work? And like, I study Torah. Like, that's a job that pays anything. And you know what? We're the schlubs that are just paying taxes, not collecting any sweet welfare.
Dude,
we're the idiots.
Okay, you know what? We're going to start off with this. I wasn't going to watch. I was thinking about.
Sorry to bring up the J people.
Well, you know, the last time I was thinking about actually throwing this on in the second half of a show last week, and then we never got around to it. And if we do this right now, it actually would create a perfect segue into some Minnesota stuff because it is related.
Yeah, and it is kind of timely. Yeah, even though the video came out like almost 2 weeks ago. It's so interesting because I'm like, how do they afford to have 10 kids?
Well, that's the thing. I would love it. I would love it. I would love to hear that we're starting to trend toward American families having 7, 8, 9 kids again. But there is something. This is a completely different, very, very isolated, strange bubble. It's almost like there's a world inside of a world here.
Very inbred.
Yeah. Well, there's one comment in here I thought it was hilarious. Well, actually, we'll get around to it because I'm sure everybody's going to notice the same thing. So let's just watch a couple of minutes up front.
You work for Hamas?
Hamas?
I don't want my kids should play in the house of a secular guy.
This is Curious Joel.
You're a Yid.
You're a Yid. Those hats
of
cost
44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish, have an average of 7 kids per family. How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids? It's one of the poorest towns in America, with 40% living beneath the federal poverty line. Many men here are religiously studying the Torah full-time and heavily rely on public assistance and welfare in the form of Medicaid, housing vouchers, food stamps, and cash aid to support their giant families that God commanded them to have. And the village enforces strict gender roles, modest dress codes, and sends their kids to private religious schools.
Now, I don't care about any of that stuff. You know,
It's kind of nice. Like
gender roles in private religious school, that's fine. But all of the the subsidizing, this is crazy. When he's asking everybody just one question: what do you do for work? And it's people literally
and then they get all shifty. There's a lot of scampering in this video.
Why is it okay for Jewish people to live together in a homogenous Jew-only community, but it's illegal when white people try to build their own? I pulled up to Curious Joel myself to see what's going on. Welcome to Curious Joel, a traditional community of modesty and values. In keeping with our traditions and religious customs, we kindly ask that you dress and behave in a modest way while visiting our community. This includes wearing long skirts or pants, covered necklines, sleeves past the elbow, use appropriate language, maintain gender separation in all public areas.
Wow.
Thank you for respecting our values. Let's pop in here and say shalom.
And they won't spend $50 to fix a stair. Like you'll see they'll spend up to $8,000 on these crazy like hats made of tails, but they won't spend to like upkeep or renovate anything.
Well, and there's millions of people who have already watched this video. It's been viewed about 4 million times, and Tyler has nearly 9 million subscribers. So it's a big deal to have this kind of an expose on anything. But I think another thing that people all realize is saying, you want to talk about stereotypes about Jews and money and wealth and all that stuff. And this is a dirt poor, weird, dumpy ghetto town.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, these are the videos that I will spend an hour or more collectively over time when I'm like studying a video and just thinking whether or not it can be a good conversation starter, just in the comments.
Yeah.
The comments are incredible. But
I haven't even looked at the comments
yet.
yet.
We'll read some together. We'll read some. Watch.
Shalom. Okay, so it says entrance for members only. Not sure what it takes to be a member. What does it take to be a member? Do I have to be Jewish to enter? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the schedule exactly, but 9 o'clock sharp, they're not at work. What is this? Okay, so I guess everyone's praying right now. So you gotta wonder what these people do for employment. You'll notice the Mexicans out here are doing the hard labor, and the Jewish people, I'm not sure what they do.
They're scurrying.
Maybe we can ask this guy. Excuse me, what do most people do for work out here?
I don't know.
All right, cold shoulder.
I don't know.
Question for you, sir.
Shrugging.
How long do people pray per day? Okay, what do people do for work?
I'm not a news reporter.
I am not news report.
Okay,
It's not America. It's like you're not even in the country. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about Nick Shirley with Minneapolis. I said if it weren't for the fact that there was snow on the ground, I would have actually thought that Nick went to Somalia to do a report.
Oh yeah.
And it was when you told me that is Minnesota. I said, oh, damn.
I'm like, what? Somalia, isn't that hot? Isn't that like the tippy tip of Africa? It's basically like Africa, Middle East combo, baby, on the side there. I'm like, why Minneapolis? It's freaking cold.
I don't know where I think it's Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern Africa.
Eastern Africa. I think so. Whatever. I haven't studied my map in a while.
Somalians also very inbred.
It's as we're seeing. We'll take a listen to this.
Yes.
And that allows you to study the Torah?
Yes.
And raise your kids?
Yes.
Oh, hold on, wait.
God
And like
help
they
me.
don't
Does
even
the
wear
American taxpayer help you too?
the hats don't fit. You know, like a hat usually goes on your head.
Yeah.
No, not these boys. They get a hat that just sort of hovers on top.
They look like the late, it's like early 2000s black and Dominican baseball players
Oh my gosh.
who would
Yeah.
have their straight brimmed hats,
Yes.
their fresh hats,
Yes.
like kind of like
They
laying
can't bend them.
on their cornrows. And every
Yeah.
time they would pitch, they would fall off their heads after every pitch.
This is like if you asked a kid draw a cartoon of a guy wearing a hat, it would look just like this.
Yeah. Okay, here you You're right.
Just like a straight
I
line.
just started thinking about a child. All right, let's keep going. So he's asking about what keeps them going here.
Afford to raise 3 kids while being a student?
Because I work very hard. I want to study the Torah. I'm very proud.
How do you afford to study the Torah, though?
God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you too?
Also, yes.
Yep.
Also,
how many
yes.
people out here are on like welfare in the form of like housing assistance or Section 8 or EBT, SNAP, Medicare?
Yes, yes, yes.
And that allows you to study the Torah?
Yes.
And raise your kids?
Yes.
Good Lord. I mean, listen, that's infuriating.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be great to just like go to church a couple times a day, chill? And a lot of these guys, like their wives are bringing in the incomes and they have the wives have to raise all the kids. The men are like relaxed. They have like several $1,000 hats on their heads and the women are all like exhausted and running around town.
Well, if it's anything like the programs that are afforded to anybody in the country when it comes to single moms and what allowance is added to your monthly allowance based on how many children you have, I have to imagine to be a similar system over here that not only is it religiously mandated, but there's also a fiscal upside to it.
And apparently a lot of their marriages like don't count as real marriages. And so they're able to claim that like that single mom money.
Why?
Because you get more money if you're a single mom.
No. But did you, like, can you give me some context as to why their marriages don't count as real marriages? Where'd you hear that?
It's a thing.
Does it come up in here?
Chat, back me up.
Help me, chat.
This is something I've heard about them for a while, is that they get more benefits if they claim to be single mothers. Like if they...
Well, that I can understand. Well, maybe hold on.
If you're looking for receipts, I'm afraid I don't have any.
Okay,
right now.
well, let's go. We'll find some. I'm sure that there's a receipt somewhere. Hold on. Let's go back because it gets very redundant after a while.
Yes, thank you.
How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
That's not what he asked.
And do you think there's welfare abuse in the community out here?
No.
I didn't know being proud paid the bills. If that were the case, I will work on my pride.
Yeah, he says welfare. There's no welfare abuse. It's just if you don't look at it as abuse, then you don't. It's God helping you.
If everyone does it, is it abuse?
No.
The kids?
Yes.
They have the kids. Do they get tax credits for the kids?
Here's some more. Oh, there.
Do you work? Are you a student?
Run away.
Run away.
Man, I can't do this anymore. Question for you.
Poor Tyler.
Do you study Torah?
He's thinking
Do you
about
study
it.
the Torah?
He's like, I got to turn around.
Excuse me, sir. Do you study the Torah?
There's always some guy in a van.
Oh, you speak on his behalf? How do you know that? Get on out of here. He said he doesn't want to give an interview. How would he know? Do they communicate telepathically via hive mind? Hi. Tyler, yes.
Now he actually said gets somebody to recognize him.
Yeah, which he has a couple people recognize him in this.
How are you doing? Yes.
He's with the happiest guy in town.
How are you? You want to say hi?
Independent journalist.
Yes.
Lucy, you want to say hi?
No.
Okay, how are you doing?
Do
Do you want to tell me a little bit about this place?
Sure, we grew up here.
Okay.
It's a very nice place.
Yeah, and it's mostly Hasidic Jews?
Yes,
Okay.
it's only Hasidic Jews.
And it's one of the most biggest growing towns, right? By percentage?
It's the biggest in the
Big families, too.
Big families, right?
How do people afford to have such big families out here?
It's... I'm not saying anything.
What do you mean? How do they have such big families?
We believe in God, that
Believe in God?
created that.
Okay. Hey, thanks for saying.
What a pivot! Like the question is it's a very universal question. When two people create life, how do you provide for that life? Who's the breadwinner and who's the homemaker, and where's everybody pitching in on this scenario? It's not. We're not asking how you actually make the child.
No, we're not asking for a visual aid, and that's how these people react. Show us the sheet you had sex through. I'm sorry. Every time I devolve into a Borat accent.
I know. Hold on. Here's a couple of the comments. Meanwhile, if I miss one rent payment, I'm homeless. Mm-hmm. That has 17,000 likes.
Meanwhile, the IRS is like, you're late. Can I have $500?
Jacob Silver, 19, with 19,000 likes, says, bro found the spawn point. So just like that. Yeah.
Yes. That's funny.
Let's see here. Here you go. Homie interviewed the same guy over and over again. 25,000 likes. I actually, there was a point there.
That's
I thought
funny.
he interviewed the same person at least a few times, but it wasn't. Let me see here. Where do I unsubscribe from federal taxes?
Wouldn't it be
Absolutely.
nice?
This is what it all comes down to. Because you want to know something, ultimately, if there is a Jewish or Somalian or Mexican, Italian, black diaspora in little pockets of then fine. It's natural for people to want to live around their own. That's just human nature. That's why I think forced integration is ridiculous, and it has created nothing but anxiety and
getting murdered on trains and things like that.
Yeah, no, and it creates generational resentment and instability in so many ways. So I don't stand in anybody's way to go out there and form a community you want, but there should be in no way, shape, or form this kind of subsidizing an investment that is being made to allow people to do this. I mean,
they didn't create the system; they just are very much exploiting it.
It's
and
nuts.
and I only know that they're super inbred because I was, pregnant, went to Northern Westchester that's where I gave birth. So my checkups were I don't know, in Mount Kisco, which is in Westchester. And they had me they offered me a bunch of genetic testing. And I asked my doctor, I'm like, why? He's like, well, it was a woman. And she was like, well, we have a large, Ashkenazi Jewish population that comes in here when they're pregnant, and there is unfortunately a lot of inbreeding and therefore a lot of genetic problems which arise. And then so they test for 30 different genetic mutations that are, I guess, common.
could we talk about like first cousins and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, if you're that insular and they're just, you're just banging whoever's in town. And I don't know, I'm kind of jealous of these people because I'm like, there is no pressure on anyone to be attractive. What a weight lifted off that must be. No pressure to do your makeup, do your hair. I mean, if you're a woman, you could shave your hair if you want and just do wigs. And the men, they all look goofy. No one's going. There's no gym. There's no one hitting the gym. There's no Jew gym there. It's like a whole different planet. I'm like, wow. And I'm like, I think about how much time and money and effort I spend on just trying to get it up and be cute for the world, and they're just no.
I mean, the way that you were vigorously putting makeup on as we were going live.
Speed. I was doing a speed run.
That's because of the pressures of our society.
Well, also, it's the yeah, sure. But it's also okay. I have a baseline of, I guess, sort of makeup that I wear, and I won't filter. I'm not doing that shit. But if I were to it would be a little jarring for me to just be makeupless one day. So I'll throw on the bare minimum.
Like Pamela Anderson?
Yeah, that's jarring. She should have done a gradual.
Did you see her in Naked Gun?
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Let me tell you something. The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson, it's an odd thing because in a surprising number of scenes, the writing is classically on point. But his deadpan delivery is odd. Sometimes it hits. I just don't understand the casting.
Wow. Okay.
Pamela Anderson actually does pretty well as that reimagining of Priscilla Presley's kind of role and all of that stuff. And I think that's where they fell in love. I think that Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson are together now. They're wildly in love.
Are they?
I don't know. But
or is it just for show?
It could be. But all I'm saying is the first 20 minutes or so, 25 to 30 minutes, I said, this is really, and then I started kind of scoffing and chuckling a little bit more. So it hits at times, but I just don't understand the Liam Neeson casting.
People love him.
He's had a great career. For that role, I don't understand it.
Ever since Taken, it's ooh, you need a man? Call Liam. I don't know. I'm a fan.
Right.
I haven't seen the movie though, so maybe he's meh in it.
You let me know. No, I think that with the skills he has, He did the best Frank Drebin Jr. impression that you could have. But other than that, I just feel like there are other.
Who would you have cast?
I don't. I started thinking about that too, and I know I came up with a name, and now I'm losing it right now. Like just someone who can play it.
Christoph Waltz. I love him.
No,
I'm just gonna recommend him for everything.
No, he's hilarious though. But I'm trying to think of
Walter Goggins.
No, someone who can play. Think about Leslie Nielsen's deadpan delivery. Like Zach Galifianakis is just not. He's not the build. He doesn't have the face for it, but he has the focus to be deadpan.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds.
No,
he's too goofy.
No. Can't do that anymore. Anyway, but yeah, that was that. So, going back to your makeup conversation for a second, it makes me furious because we've got to stop all the money going to everywhere. Like these people have got to get some blisters on their fingers and go out and work.
Yeah.
You can stay in Curious Joe land. What was it called? Curious Joel?
It's like either Curious Joel or Curious Joel. I don't know.
Curious Joe.
Keep saying Curious George.
Curious George. So that's fine with me. But when I hear about, hey, I'm studying Torah all day, like, yeah, well,
to do what?
I would love to do pull-ups all day.
Yeah, I would love to read poetry all day. I would love to go back and read all the stuff I should have read in college. I would love to just like peruse books.
Here, think about this. Think about the average person out of the 100 million people in this country that are taxed, that are actually having money taken out of their paycheck. If they were just given what is taken away from them, if they were allowed to keep what is stolen every year, we would probably be able to go on 2 to 3 extra weeks of vacation a year.
What?
I mean, think about 1/3 of your year being given back to you. Just on the federal level alone, there are some states that have no state income tax. If federal income taxes went away, I'm sure the states even the states that had low taxes would have to raise it a little bit, just because they would have to find a way to level out what the federal government is no longer providing as a middleman. But you just think about that. Like most people are in like a 30%, 20 to 30% of their year is taken from the Fed, no matter where they move to in the country.
Right.
Imagine having 30% of your year of work given back to you.
Wow.
That's like for Monday.
That's life-changing. Yeah.
January through March, you're working for Chuck Schumer and all of his freak friends down in DC.
And like what? And then now we see what they're doing with all the money, and it's infuriating.
Yeah. That's what I was saying before. It's like if you were to take all the money that everybody was digging up in just Minnesota alone, which it's happening all over the place, and if they were going to actual citizens, and those citizens were actually providing daycare and healthcare services for people, it still wouldn't be legal under the Constitution. There's still no authority for that had been created. It's still not legal, but at least it would actually be going toward transporting a severely autistic adult to a daycare center one day. But we're not even getting that.
No.
So it's damn, man.
Completely fake businesses.
Yeah. No, it's nuts.
And then every time I see one of these new like Somali videos, I'm like, I look at the coats there, and they're like, you're like, that's a $400 snowboarding jacket I saw some guy wearing, and I'm like, wow. And I have this friend who does my Simpcast show every Sunday, and she's like, yeah, I bought him that jacket. She did. She lives in Minnesota, and it's like, damn, it's just so wild. It's like they get to just do nothing, and that's okay.
Did you see the bananas and rice comment?
They arrested her.
She got arrested, yeah. I saw that.
Wow. Bananas and Rice Girl. And that's like the best one they could drum up to throw in front of a camera. Like that's, out of all the Somalian central casting, that's who they picked.
I think it's been about 3 weeks now since the first guy with the $1,600 glasses and the Yankee hat came out to make the the statement that all of their documents have been stolen.
Yes, conveniently, someone just came in and stole the paperwork.
Not one suspect has been found yet.
Man, I really hope they crack that case.
I mean, what would the purpose have been for the person who broke in and stole the documents if not to expose? So you're saying that what you're saying is somebody who wants to protect us broke in here, took all of our documents, and did away with it. Because if they were actually trying to come after you, then they would be used for the purposes of republishing.
Maybe it was George Soros.
It could have been that, or
like, let me just get it fixed it.
This is all my money anyway. Oh, damn. Well, actually, moving on from there, unless you want to keep watching this video.
I mean, I do love it, but I don't want to hold up the rest of your show.
What the hell's
It's fascinating.
I mean, it's, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Let me see here. Let's like, I'm going to go around to one of the, let me go to the history on this thing. I'm going to find the most watched.
And after the women give birth, the husbands can't even like touch them till they stop bleeding. And then even then they got to wait like another week or 2 weeks or something.
Well,
they're very touchy about blood.
Good for them. Don't touch me.
Like these people are having sex with these men. It blows my mind.
Here you go. Here's the most watched. We're coming up on the most replayed.
Okay.
Have you heard of the all-white community in the Ozarks?
I know, yeah.
Would you agree with them doing that?
I don't know. I don't want to live there. The point is not this.
But you think they should be allowed to do so, though, right?
I have a lot of opinions.
Do you think they should?
As I told you, you have to sit down with me.
Oh man, you're a complicated
sitting.
guy. Could I buy a house there? Would they let me?
Legally, I think you.
Legally, I could, but they wouldn't, right?
It's a good question.
It's a good. He's
Why is
so
everyone
polite.
so busy? Back to the video.
No, speak English.
None?
No.
As I was going around, my drone captured the most dangerous people in the city. Bad drivers. But real quick, the sponsor of this video pulled out once they learned what the topic was. So if you want to support the channel, get access to these videos early, and watch never before seen content I can't upload on YouTube, go subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for $5 a month.
I guess we owe him this much.
Back to the video.
There you go. Why?
You want? I can give you.
All the cars.
Sir, he said that he gave me $500.
Go
It's
check
so
it
crazy
out.
because like arguably who is worse than these Jewish people at driving? Asian ladies, and that's precisely who's involved in this accident.
I know.
So it's a real Spider-Man meme of a situation.
No, it is. And this guy, look at the car. I remember watching this guy with the cigarette. What a character.
Yeah, once you think you've seen the most Jewish man in the world, like this video, you're like, nope, this guy takes it.
Jewish man in the world.
The police will make a police report.
It doesn't pay.
$500
It doesn't
for that?
pay.
Come on, man.
Will you give me $2,000?
I don't have
won't you give
$2,000.
I mean, this is crazy. You're right. Like Asian woman, Jewish man.
Change.
I don't have $2,000.
Oh, if
the
it were me, I
policeman.
would just call the police, get the police report, and handle it through his insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's so annoyed that someone saw this accident.
$2,000-$3,000 worth is my guess. And just for context, do you live here? You work here? Okay. Wow, look at this, another accident! Oh my god!
These buses.
They cannot fucking drive out here. There's a car accident here. They're trying to go outside of insurance. It's a phenomenal style of driving out here that leads to quite a few car accidents, it seems.
I mean, that was the more. I'm glad we went back to this video to at least watch this part about all the traffic accidents.
So many car accidents.
I wonder if anybody. It's crazy. Can you imagine what the insurance premiums are in that town? Just knowing the demographics, like what is insurance actually? They must be paying about $1,400 a month for a hoopty.
Wow, I never thought about that. Yeah, what they're actually paying.
I know, like a 2005 Corolla would be like $800 a month.
Maybe they don't have insurance, or maybe they just have like Jew insurance. That's like a special. They probably do have their own car insurance people, and they pay special rates.
Oh man! Well, you know that's in upstate New York near the Catskills. Here is Zoran Mamdani. They
get their own phone book. It's divided between Brooklyn and upstate New York. Like when you're a Hasidic or whatever, they give you this fatty phone book of just like, because they're all about dealing with the community and nobody from the outside.
Which again, fine, as long as they're all hustling and they're selling their latkes and
right.
And that's it. But let me see here. So listen to this. He's essentially saying that they're facing a financial crisis to the likes that nobody's ever seen in New York City right now. And they decided that the answer to the problem is to essentially say that we're going to give away more free stuff that they can't afford, and they're going to take more money from the wealthier people in the city who are already being, leached upon like if
you're a wealthy person still living in New York City, like it's on you at this point.
I know. I mean, it's tough enough just being outside of the city limits, but still, take a listen to this. 25 seconds of absolute retardation.
We are speaking about a fiscal crisis at the scale greater than the Great Recession. And so there will not be one single thing that can answer that crisis. It will require us to pursue every single avenue. That means...
Except cutting and cutting and cutting. No, we're going to promise more.
Looking inward into savings and efficiencies. That also means raising taxes on the wealthiest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations. And it means recalibrating the relationship with the state.
Absolutely.
Which means asking for more money.
Asking more money. I mean, seriously, goofy people. And to think that there are a lot of hundreds of thousands of people who believe that there was an intellectually superior argument for having this smirking jackass become mayor. You can't get through to people like that who think that was...
Well, because people in New York City hate themselves. And when you hate yourself, you vote for communism.
It's true. It is very self-flagellating. It is like... I don't know. It's like that Silas character from the Da Vinci Code that liked to beat himself with reeds.
Like, why bother? Why try? Just lay there and have people bring stuff to you.
What do you think about all of the 2 deaths in Minnesota now?
I love that. What was it? NBC or CBS like put filters on that Alex Preddy guy and tried to chatify him because like people are not going to care about you. If you're an activist who dies, you better be attractive. Okay, that Arena chick set a pretty high bar. She's gorgeous. She belongs on murals all over buildings. It's going to be pretty hard. No one's going to get behind a mural of Renee Good or that Alex Pretty guy who looks like literally that magnet toy where you like draw a beard with magnets. And then, like,
Woolly Willy?
He looks like a Woolly Willy.
It's funny. But before, of course, the footage came out today of that pretty guy, going after ICE about a week ago and getting his ribs broken and all that stuff because they're all violent assholes, and
they all have a history of instigating.
And they just figured, like, okay, well, I'm going to go out there and do that again, but this time I'm going to stuff a gun in my pocket at the same time. It's like, listen, I don't.
And they really think that that's them having a Second Amendment. It's like you must be new here. You must be new to having a gun because this is not how we conduct ourselves.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said yesterday, the broader concept of being able to carry either open or concealed, even in a protest, I don't mind any of that stuff. I don't mind people being strapped. I really don't, and I think that's a broader. A broader concept as far as the microcosmic situation that we got going on over here and understanding the personalities that are at work here, what their aims are and what their mentality is. It's only going to make a volatile situation even more deadly. And therefore, I'm okay with the logic of this is how it all ended. It doesn't frighten me that this is the way it all ended. They're fucking stupid out of their minds. And going in there with that on your person is already going to add an unneeded layer of tension that you're already and the crazy thing is that the people around them are in there with you want to talk about psychological warfare techniques and all that. They go out there blowing the whistles, throwing the smoke grenades, creating a heightened tension with noise and like overstimulation and all that stuff. That in itself creates a tinderbox scenario. It magnifies it. So all the people around them are really like they're contributing to a situation where maybe they don't know it, but they are going to increase the likelihood of one of them getting killed. Yeah. And I think that sadly, that's part of the reason for that, for them being out there. They hope that some more bodies drop. And
what they really want is a black person to get shot.
Yeah. Yeah, they love when that happens because that's like mother's milk.
They want, they're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be winter of love. We just need a and black people, if you're listening, do not be tricked into this. Like, and I think most of them are really not. They don't give a crap about like criminal illegals. They're probably like, oh, good, the cops aren't after us for a change.
Well, think about everything we saw leading up to 2024. Going into the thing that was, aside from the fact that President Trump had a lot of momentum at his back because of things like the assassination, and he's starting to, recover some of his 2016 mojo with this, that, and the other. But the real thing that was starting to become evident over that prior 4 years with Joe Biden masquerading around as a stillborn president was that they were putting pedal to the metal with importing millions as quickly as possible and stuffing them into the backyards of what is their demographical strongholds. And so many people, especially Black Americans who traditionally fall into that Democrat category, they were completely revolting against the new waves of illegal immigrants that were showing up from the southern border. They were revolting in their local town hall meetings. They were talking very openly about their disgust and all that stuff to the media. When people like Nick Shirley go out to Minnesota, I mean, he's interviewed plenty of Black Americans, where that they've had quite a few generations in this country that are just like, no, these people got to go. They're not of us. It's completely different. So I think that's the reason why you're just seeing a lot of liberal, middle-aged white women and their wet noodle men that show up and they, as you call them, kamikaze Karens. I'm so happy that the Black Americans are not showing up.
Yeah. As a wise woman once said, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yes. Ain't nobody got time. The remixes. That was another one that had a wonderful remix.
Anybody got time for that?
Oh, that was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, a simpler time.
Every once in a while, somebody would give an outrageous television interview, and then it got turned into a first generation remix. And it was a little bit more, it was easier to appreciate back then because somebody was actually in their studio and they threw it together and they mixed it. Now they would toss it to one AI, Although the Charlie Kirk song has become like an anthem. It's hilarious.
I don't know if I've seen that.
You haven't heard it?
I don't know if I've heard the Charlie Kirk song.
It's an ironic, over-dramatic, melodramatic AI slop anthem at this point.
Oh, wow.
And it's showing up in so many different types of memes and reels and all that stuff. But it's even funnier when it's slowed to perfection. Hold on. We are Charlie Kirk song.
Meme.
Hold on. Slowed. Wait. Give me slowed. We are Charlie Kirk slowed in reverb. Hold on. Give it to me. Wait. Hold on. I just give me the original one, I guess. It's really embarrassing. That's why it's become so fun. Hold on. Here it is.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name.
Okay, so now you got to.
I like it.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. It's very melodramatic, and people flock to it, and it has been repurposed. It's like there's off-label uses for everything these days. So now that you know the backstory, I know you're going to hear it pop up in places, and it makes me smirk now.
That's fun.
Yeah, but that's what we have these days. No more. Ain't nobody got time for that. And what's the other one?
Oh, they're coming out your windows. Shoot, they're snatching your people up. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, and then there was Charles Ramsey, the guy that There's some more girls up in that house.
Yeah.
And then they caught him at McDonald's. I knew something was wrong when a pretty little white girl ran to a black man's arms.
We eat ribs with this dude. We didn't have a clue.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
We actually have that. I have that
we
remix.
Eat ribs with this dude.
I have that remix. I'm gonna have to put it up.
It's so good. Oh my god. Hope we don't lose that.
No, we can't. We can't. Dead giveaway. Hold on. Dead giveaway. Here it is.
Ribs with this dude.
But we didn't have a clue.
I'm talking with Charles Ramsey. He's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this afternoon.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day. We eat ribs
with this dude.
We didn't have a clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway. 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 My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude. But we didn't have a clue that girl was in that house.
Here comes the breakdown.
She said, please help me get out. So I open the door. We can't get in that way. The body can't fit through the door. Only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out and she says,
There's some more girls up in this house.
Call 911 and they called him at McDonald's. I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
These are just better
Wait,
times.
the girl ran into his arms?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's like, help me, help me.
But we didn't have a clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway.
I
How
hope.
old were these girls? Do you remember?
I know I don't, but I
Probably like less, like 20 and under.
This had to have been. I don't know when this was. We're talking a long time ago.
Dude.
Lauren just texted me. She said, "Just when I thought I got this song out of my head, me and Anthony covered this song. Hold on, Dead Giveaway, Set the Charge. Let me see if Anthony still has this public.
Wow.
If he still has it public, I don't know. Oh, Charles Ramsey, he's still alive.
Cool.
I hope he's still alive.
Dude.
He deserves to be still alive.
Yeah.
He
deserves to live forever.
Oh my gosh, we do have it. I'll play this later on. We have a Set the Charge version over here, the rock version. It only has 72,000 views.
Wow.
It's from 12 years ago.
Then there was also the one that like comes up every like holiday time. It's the black lady naming like the things she's cooking for Thanksgiving. Oh shit, how does it go? Chat, help me out. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, hams, turkey, you name it. And then that's a remix. That's a really good one.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Oh, it's called You Name It. And that was set to music. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, turkey, ham.
You Name It remix.
You name it.
Let me see here.
It gets you in the mood
DJ
to make
Suede?
food.
DJ Suede remix?
I think so. Look at here. Yep. Look at here. Look. Oh,
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, turkeys, rabbits. You name it! Look!
She's making all that for Thanksgiving.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it! Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans,
dogs,
potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it! Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, beans.
I see. How did I miss this? This was 9 years ago. Lauren just texted me. She's
How did you miss that?
Lauren says, I love that one too, Chrissy. She's like a choir lady.
Name it.
All right. So
that makes me realize, man, I don't make enough food for anything.
Yeah, well.
You got to have every animal on the table.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever, I've never had a turducken. Have you ever had that?
No, it's too trendy.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's like making avocado toast at your house. You're like, ugh, it's been done.
It's been done before.
There's something unsavory about putting an animal inside another animal.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like it doesn't belong in there.
But that's how children are made, though. So I mean, what do you? That's what you're gonna do. We'll be long gone.
Now you have to play the one that's like they're climbing in your windows, they're snatching your people up. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife guy.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one. Hold on. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
And these were all these
Song.
early aughts or 2010s?
Oh no, this is early. This is early. I think we're looking
the
like
golden age.
This is like 8, 9, 10 around there. The Bed Intruder song.
Well,
yes.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. And hide your husband.
He's so funny.
Everybody out here. You don't have to come and confess. We're looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. So you can run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that. Homeboy, homeboy. We got your t-shirts and the left fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
The man got away, leaving behind evidence. I was attacked by some idiot in the project. So
I remember.
He's more like a personality. Like he should have got his own show.
Well, Antoine Dodson, he was like around for a little while after this went big, but again, that it was just there was a lot of things that happened. I think about the people that went viral before viral was a thing and before it could really be leveraged into something else, even though sometimes you have a moment on television, like a news story or something like that. And can you really just turn it into a talk show? Can you really turn it into a tour?
I liked it better when you didn't do that. I liked it better when people had 15 minutes and then they would go back to living their normal lives.
Right, like the Hawk Tua girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that she burned out because I was like, are we going to really have to be looking at her?
Did she get arrested yet, though?
Years?
I thought she was a part of a big
crypto scheme.
She ruined the New York Mets, and then
she ruined the Mets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Mets. The Mets.
She traded Juan Soto. Was that her idea?
No, the Mets.
Oh,
the Mets were ruined.
They got him.
The Mets were ruined 2 years in a row. They really killed themselves. They brought her out to throw first pitch. They started tanking bad, and then they did a full blown Pride night where they had men making out on the Teletrons in Queens, and that blew it all out. And then, but then she got. I think she was implicated in some major crypto pump and dump scam.
And then she went into hiding, I think.
Hold on.
She just got a lot of bad advice.
To a girl ever arrested? Let's see. Was she ever
hawked her last Tua.
No, she was never been arrested. Crypto investigation. She was briefly under investigation. With the SEC and FBI regarding the Hawk meme coin, which was accused of being a pump and dump scheme. In early 2025, she was officially cleared of any wrongdoing. So I guess, let's see, although they avoided criminal charges, she faced civil litigation from investors who lost money during the token's 95% price crash.
Sounds scary, all that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the end of that. Thankfully, I didn't spend a moment really talking about that for too long, but
I talked about when she was on Bill Maher and he was like creeping on her hardcore. He was like, "You should do a podcast on my network," and I was like, "Ugh, get away from her."
No, I can't.
He's such a creep.
Hey, what do you think? Okay, so Ilhan Omar, she got a
oh my God, yeah, somebody flicked water at her.
It was apple cider vinegar, actually.
Oh, really? That's actually good for you.
Yeah, it's good. It's like it'll like if she was acidic, she's not acidic anymore. She's
alkaline.
She's alkaline. So
this is BS because if I'm doing a public speaking anywhere and someone puts a liquid on me, I'm running for cover. I'm running to the ladies' room. I'm like, my face, like my eyes, like the goggles do nothing. Like I'm going to immediately assume it's something that's going to hurt me, not like go charge at the dude.
Ilhan Omar was accosted and sprayed with an unknown substance Tuesday by a man who rushed the stage with a syringe. At a chaotic town hall event in Minnesota, Omar was at the podium criticizing the Department of Homeland Security, Chrissie Mayr, the secretary, calling for abolition of ICE. Oh, how brave! And then this guy Anthony Kazmarikos,
whose wife is like a big leftist activist. They found out.
Well, his kids seem like lefties as well. I saw pictures that were passed around of them all with their, different color hair and
yuck.
Bull rings. I don't know. Allegedly charged from his row, the closest to her. The syringe appeared to contain an amber-colored liquid. The congresswoman ran after. See, that's the other thing. She ran after him.
What are you gonna do? You're standing there, 120 pounds, with a towel on your head. She couldn't even dry her hair for this meeting.
I know.
The nerve.
And still, to this fierce mama bear thing. Like the first thing she did was ran after him. She's such a badass.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be examined by anybody who can help me quickly ascertain whether or not what has been thrown on me was urine.
I would be changing my shirt immediately. Like, you're telling me she doesn't have spare outfits in the back in case she sharts or something?
Look,
before?
aides urged her to seek medical attention, but the 43-year-old squad member refused. She said, "No, we will continue. I'm fine." A person near Omar noted that whatever the substance sprayed was it smelled so bad. Okay,
that's ACV.
So you're. She continued with her remarks a few minutes later. "We are Minnesota strong. We will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us." And then she was uninjured and whatever. But they said that it was apple cider vinegar.
This is BS, because if you're a crazy person who's able to get that close to somebody that you're going to attack, you might as well put hands on them. What's the point of running up to them if you're not going to physically touch them?
I know, but she says, "I'm a survivor."
Oh, so wow, she's so brave.
This small agitator isn't going to intimidate me from doing my work.
Who was I talking to? I forget. It was Cecil, who's another awesome dude that you should have on. He lives in Brooklyn. He was saying that she's going to use this to step down.
I mean,
it's not safe for me, because she and her husband have a fraudulent winery. There's a lot of grifts.
That was all. See this here. I have it right here. So Mario Knopfel said, this is pretty much puts it all together. Turns out that Representative Omar's successful winery doesn't even exist yet. It reportedly jumped from 15,000 to 5 million net worth in 1 year.
We got to try this wine.
Benny Johnson, who debunked this huge fraud, here's a quote: "How did Omar's winery go from worth next to nothing to millions? Well, it doesn't even exist. No wine, no location, not even a real phone number. This is a full-on scam, and it's shocking how deep this goes, especially with her husband tied to investor fraud."
Wouldn't it be so funny if it was a daycare center?
At this point, now this came out today. This is from this. I guess it's a Newsmax update.
Oh yeah, that's Carl Higbee.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Well, here it is, an update on everything from Newsmax.
Another major asset she listed in her financial disclosure is this winery. What does a Somali know about wineryism? Okay, that was in 2023. That was worth, according to Ilhan Omar's own financial disclosure form,
hold
between
on. Is she, since she's involved in wine, could you say she's a sommelier?
Could be. She could be.
Sommelier?
It's Somali. A sommelier.
A sommelier?
A fake winery. So it had to be a Smollett.
Oh, Smollett.
Sommelier. I don't know.
$10,000 and $50,000. But on her financial affidavit from a year later, that same winery was listed at a value of between $1 and $5 million. Just real quick. Why does a Muslim own an alcohol company? I thought that wasn't a thing in Islam. Anyway, it gets weirder. Up until yesterday, Benny Johnson was able to find their supposed inventory bottles and all the things they had, their office location, and a bunch of other information on the business. But as of today, those sites are totally shut down. And any mention of their website has been wiped off the internet. I'm talking gone. The Wayback Machine, all these other crafty little archive sites, everything is gone. like deleted the root service. I called my computer buddy Jim. He couldn't even find it. It was some fancy AR jargon bot machine for recovery. I don't even know, he was explaining it to me. He couldn't even find it, which is weird that a company that boasted an award-winning wine, the quote double gold winner in 2022 San Fran Chronicle competition, with a corporate value of up to $5 million, would just vanish into thin air.
I mean, again,
wow.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
You and I should start a winery, or I don't know, a spiked seltzer.
Yeah, I would start a lot of things if I weren't going to be taxed, or if you can. I mean, you think about it. I mean, geez, that is the real barrier there for so much. And now I got to bring this up. I have to bring this up because this was posed as a Gen Z thing, but perhaps it hits a little bit harder for Gen Z because this is all they've ever known. Older millennial types like us, we came and we saw, we had 1 foot in the pre-9/11 world, 1 foot on the other side of it. We saw things really go to digital big time. And we saw, we were really coming into our own and out of college and everything, just as the 2008 financial crisis hit and everything else like that, the housing bubble. So we got 1 foot in each world as far as perspective goes. And then of course all the generations before us, they were, there was still meat on that bone over here. But there was a leading, this is from what the hell is I forgot the actual source over here, but leading report said that Gen Z has cut down on their effort at work because they do not think it is worth it if they cannot afford long-term financial goals, per YF. I forgot what YF is again. I had it down. But Sid Steyerhart had a little bit more to say on this.
That's actually really scary because that is like a fertile breeding ground for communism. Like if you're just sort of a cog in the machine and there's no enterprise and there's no entrepreneurship anymore. That's really scary.
Well, here's a quote that I want to throw out to you too, and everybody in the audience. This guy Sid says Gen Z is right. Obviously, taking work seriously has very few upsides anymore. You're not going to be able to afford a house, get married, or have children. Which means the incentives that formed the basis of Western civilization are all gone now.
Wow.
And the comments here are something else there too. Doran said Gen Z is just optimizing. Why grind for a broken leaderboard? So I don't know, but here, like I said, Gen Z, I think the reason why this is focused on that generation in particular is because it's the first generation that was born outside of the edge of the bubble that we passed through first. Mm-hmm. We still have a little bit of...
Yeah, they were out of the bubble.
Yeah, there was never, we had growing up being raised by grandparents who fought in World War II and boomer parents who had it great after the 50s and 60s.
They still have it great.
Well, I mean, a lot of them have things parked away, those who did their due diligence, but I know quite a few boomers who are living paycheck to paycheck or wherever the hell the money comes from. They don't have that much. But again, not to get into the only reason why the generations I think are very important to bring into this conversation is because Gen Z we had to optimize. We saw something that we thought was going to be a given for us recede. Gen Z, the illusion,
they never saw it.
The illusion was never there. Like the carrot was never even dangled.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So and everybody's dealing with this right now, and what they're calling it in certain places is quiet quitting, or of course burnout.
Yeah.
And I think everybody, even if you're solvent and you have the house and you have a 401k, you're doing the best you can, and you are managing the books all right, and you're hustling for your family and all that shit. I think even then, you see the stories like Curious George and Minnesota, and you say to yourself,
why am I
hustling?
Yeah.
You know, well, I want everything I earn. Why am I supporting my family and the entire city of St. Paul? You know, why am I doing that? To fuck these people, you know, not my family. Yeah, that's where I should be reinvesting. You know, and if my neighbor needs a quarter pound of sugar, I'll be there for them. Like that's what this is all about. How communities can hold each other up. Not that, you know, where can one sleepy town in New York be stolen from and being given it to you know, Bowling Green because Bowling Green knew it. People that you don't even know. I mean, that's just it's sick, man. So they're talking about quiet quitting, which doesn't mean that I'm just leaving, but people are feeling withdrawn and kind of burnt out from all this shit. And
plus, it's easy to just be on your phone all day at work.
Yeah. I guess. But I also think that is where, I think that's where the nihilism penguin meme came from.
I don't think I've seen this meme.
You haven't seen it?
Man, this baby takes up all my time. I'm behind on memes.
You got to get into, I'm telling you, you have to get somebody on staff that is at least going to curate all the memes for you.
I'm hiring a memeologist.
Here, I'll give you a little bit. Here's the image right there that everybody is jumping on. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I said, you know, when I saw this little clip here, I knew it was old because I remember this story when this documentary came out. It was about almost 20 years ago. And it was, and I got this article.
Is this with like a suicidal penguin?
Yeah.
Maybe I have seen this.
Well, they call
as part of the documentary.
Yeah, well, it's a scene from Werner Herzog's documentary, Encounters at the End of the World. It's gone viral on the internet. In the clip, a single penguin can be seen walking toward the mountains away from the herd. And he has been dubbed, and you know, there's a moment where like he walks away from his people. He stops, he's looking off at the mountains in the distance, and all of his people are off to the side. He takes one more look back at his family and his friends, and then he just books it from the mountains.
Wow.
Even though
it's like that was my dad's dream.
I mean, that's it. But here's why it's trending now. There's no way. I had to bring it up here just so I can give you some background. It's a clip borrowed from this documentary. A simple penguin can be seen deviating from the herd. The penguin can be further seen inexplicably walking inland. It's moving away from its colony, the sea, the potential food sources. It travels toward the mountains of Antarctica and, as noted by Herzog, towards certain death.
Wow.
And people are saying, is he nihilist? Has he given up on everything? Is he suicidal? Or in a state of, I just need to get away, he threw himself blissfully into the great unknown and actually in that escape lived as freely as he ever did for however long much time he had left.
Wow.
You know, so people, there's this big debate about what the message being sent is.
Maybe he had wing cancer.
Something. He knew the time was of the essence. Now,
penguin.
Yeah, here's a clip. I got some clips for you.
Kids?
I don't know.
Probably.
He probably had kids.
Oh,
let me,
so sad. He's going out for cigarettes.
Here you go.
Is everywhere right now, and most people have no idea what it actually means. This isn't just a cute clip.
Wow.
It's a real Adelie penguin that suddenly left its colony and started walking inland, away from food, away from the sea, and
so
toward
cute.
almost certain death. Scientists say it was probably disoriented or stressed. But the internet saw something else. People started calling it the nihilist penguin, because it looks like it's had enough, like it just gave up and walked away from everything. And that's why this went viral.
Wow.
Not because it's a penguin, but because people saw themselves in it. Burnout, emotional exhaustion, that feeling of wanting to disappear from your problems for a while. A penguin walking toward nowhere might seem absurd, but millions of us recognize that moment.
That poor penguin.
I know, it's gotten very dramatic. I mean,
is he dead? Have we checked on him?
I think he's dead.
Oh.
Well, he's been dead for 20 years.
That was 20 years ago? Wow.
It was like 2007 or something like that. It's near 19 years. We're coming up on it, but you know, but then of course it gets into other territory. This is when we take things and we just make it even better. Hear more about the penguin. Abandoned society, refuses to elaborate further, inspires millions from a completely different species.
Oh, it's so funny. It's like when you see memes or like posts, like, you know, just quietly go get in shape, you know, like disappear from social media and then get jacked and then come back, guns blazing.
Yeah, and like it just as if he knew what he was doing. And here's another one for you.
That's so funny.
Here you go, the fork in the road.
Oh.
You have two choices. You can be a little mean and save your civilization and still get called a racist.
Wow.
Or you can be subjected to a multi-generational ethnic genocide and still get called a racist.
Wow, that's great.
What do? I think we should be a little mean.
I love this so much.
I'm telling you, this is probably one. The fact that this is hitting in January of 2026 is a very important meme. And it is.
It really encapsulates it perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing, you know, and I haven't seen anybody making this distinction, which I'm very surprised because do you know about the Sky King?
No.
Richard Russell?
Is this like another like Philly cheesesteak place I don't know about?
No. You remember about 6 or 7 years ago, I think it was a Q400 aircraft in Alaska was essentially stolen by an airport employee named Richard Russell. And he was down on his luck. He was, depressed, and he stole the plane, took off, and it led to like a small afternoon excursion around this little area of Alaska where he's doing all these incredible physics-defying barrel rolls and all that stuff with this plane that supposedly should not be able to do this. It was like a Q400.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, hey, hold on. Let me get this.
It's a Q400, Chrissy. I don't come.
It's like a propeller plane.
Plane expert.
It's a propeller plane that you find up there in fucking Alaska. And but you're not supposed to be doing these types of, so he broke the rules of physics and all that stuff. But at the end, it's more so the conversations he was having with the tower throughout the whole thing, who were trying to have him bring it back.
It?
Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna have to go and get this out for you.
Wow. When was this? Also 20 years ago?
No, this was like 6 years ago. Sky King. Let me see. Fly High.
That's
Sky King.
Cool.
All right, this is 4 minutes long. You want to watch it?
Yes.
All right. Hold on a second. Now he has this incredible. This is not all of the conversation he had with the tower. You can read a lot more ones over a lot. You can listen to a lot more if you wanted to, but he's obviously has no intention of landing it, and he doesn't want to put anybody in harm.
Why? Because where would he land it? Is there just nowhere to land it?
Yeah, he was gonna. He knew that this was his last flight. Wow. And again, just like the Penguin, people on the internet, in comment sections all over the place. I mean, there are people who are like, no, this guy's an idiot he endangered so many people, all that other stuff. But there's others who kind of strip away all of that righteous indignation on the surface of the story. And they talk about a guy who very tragically has been driven to this point for one reason or another. And instead of just fizzling out, he claimed whatever kind of freedom, absolute state of freedom he could at the end.
Yeah.
We're only saying this right now because he crashed on an isolated, forest island and not a metropolitan area, obviously. Right. But here's a little.
He could have crashed somewhere worse.
Here's a little bit of a and they were feeling that kind of. I think the reason why that some people have the lens to see this something like this or the Penguin and say, no, that's not a suicidal penguin. That's just someone who's a little bit burnt out, and they.
Damn it! I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I was kind of hoping that was going to be it,
Huh.
I wouldn't know how to land it. I wasn't really planning on landing it.
Is there a parachute?
No, it's over. And then, like I said, there's a lot more in there. And it's been a subject of debate for years about what what that ride really meant. And yeah, you know, and now the penguin. And as soon as I saw the penguin, I said, I totally understand, and I don't know why anybody's not making the Sky King.
The penguin is a little bit more impressive though, because the penguin has like no social media, and like I think it has to break free from more than a person. Like people have more freedom than animals do. Generally, like you're pretty much confined to your routine more so as an animal.
I think that's a very good point. Yeah, like you are a lot more driven by instinct.
Because you don't have the brain power to be as creative or as, you know, you're not like just, I'll just take a walk like outside my normal zone.
So what was it? Can you imagine like if you
had a
had
nagging wife,
or you had like perfect knowledge of all things at one point, you just realized, oh, he had like a brain worm. And it was just like, if you had perfect knowledge and you just...
He stumbled upon some acid.
Because that is something that is also very, very possible. You know, here we are, we're thinking creatures, or at least we fashion ourselves thinking creatures, and we can take something like that, and just like when we're walking through, you know, the halls of the MoMA or something like that, you stand in front of an abstract painting or even something that's more classical, and you're admiring it, and you're wondering about, you know, the muse of the artist and what the real message they're trying to convey is. And we get very brainy with things. We connect to things emotionally, and we're doing the same thing with a penguin. But it could just be that the penguin has a brain worm.
I think the Sky King is whatever the positive version of a school shooter is. You know, like somebody should do a chart. You know, this chart of like the chaotic good, chaotic bad. I don't know. They could do that, like, and like all the people having like crazy moments like that. Like,
well, okay. So where would you put on that?
Because he's not hurting anybody, but it's also like that's totally unpredictable and cool.
Okay, so the character. Let's go to that.
I don't even know what you would call that.
Hold on.
Like a way to, I guess, a way to die.
Let's see.
Ways to die.
No, it's a like, what is it? The alignment system. Like it's like a motivation chart or something like that. But somebody in the chat room on YouTube just said, "You remember Killdozer?" And yes,
Killdozer.
You don't know about Killdozer either?
I might know. Remind me.
Hold on. So, it's Marvin Haymeyer. And I'm looking for Killdozer Day. It's June 4th, 2004. So
that day.
So Marvin Haymeyer, this is the story. I'm gonna butcher it, but essentially it goes like this. He was a shop owner. I think he was a automotive mechanic or a repair shop owner or something like that. And he had gone through the ringer with town council and neighboring businesses and just people in town who were giving him hell with zoning and everything else, like really just impeding on him in some, I don't know, I forget the details. Oh, wait, here it is. 2005, town announced plans to scrap Haymeyer's bulldozer. The plan involved dispersing individual pieces to many. Oh, wait, no, that's what happened to the bulldozer afterwards. Shit. I got it. Either way, he had just become fed up with the local head honchos, and he spent, I forgot how long he spent preparing this bulldozer for this rampage, where he added all of this armor around the end of it. And then he went to town council members' houses and bulldozed, and he just added cameras to the out of it, but he made this thing almost like impenetrable.
Like tricked out.
And eventually he met his end, but it wasn't until he did as much property damage as possible.
Wow. Yeah, we should make a chart. And you know what also would go on this chart is like you go to Canada and you do the MAID thing where they like, it's like assisted suicide.
Yeah. Well, you know, I imagine you say that. We were talking about slippery slopes. Take a look at this. This is Canada. This happened January. This is like, what, 5 days ago I saw this? Canadian woman was euthanized against her will after husband was fed up with caring for her.
Based. That's horrible. That's crazy.
I mean, that's how bad it's getting. And you want to talk about slippery slopes in Canada. And, if it doesn't hurt somebody, then just do it. And
I remember when my dad was fed up with caring for my mom. He probably would have taken that option.
Let me see here. Canadian woman. Nice. I know it's bad.
That's crazy. Oh
Canada.
my God.
Let's see. I was reading it before, but I grabbed just the screenshot so I can throw it at you if I needed
how
it.
long she was ill for.
Yeah, I don't know. Canadian woman euthanized by husband. Let's see. Yeah. An elderly woman in Canada was euthanized only hours after telling doctors she wanted to live and receive hospice care instead. She had become
hospice. Well, okay, that's
but still, she
that
wanted
could be
to.
months too. Hospice.
I mean, if you're Jimmy Carter, it could be years. She had become very ill after heart surgery and was being cared for at home by her elderly husband, who doctors noted was experiencing caregiver burnout. There's more burnout for you.
Yep.
According to an official review, the woman told one assessor she wanted to withdraw her request for assisted death, citing, quote, personal and religious values, and asked for hospice care instead. Her hospice placement was quickly denied, and her husband requested an urgent reassessment for assisted dying, saying he could no longer cope with caring for her.
He got his hopes up, probably.
Like, are you serious? I mean, she was euthanized the same evening. Think about how dark that story. That's
so dark. How do they do it too? Like,
it's that freak,
mix it into her pudding or something.
I don't know. Just IV. But that's just.
Does she even know it's going to happen though? Does she get a heads up so she can like watch her last few TikTok videos or whatever she's going to do?
I don't know. Reviewers later said that the short timeline failed to properly examine her true wishes, with the case raising serious questions about Canada's approach to euthanasia. What approach?
Whoa,
they're so far outside of the bounds of just, hey, terminal illness at this point. What does it matter what the approach is? If you can just put in a request, and I don't get it. I mean, I hate the suicide is. It turns my stomach to think about it.
Yeah.
It's very morbid, and at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's just very, very sad.
Doesn't feel right.
But the fact that people are becoming more and more comfortable just going to doctors and asking to be killed, like, damn, like, what does that absolve you? What do you think that absolves you of?
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder how many people do it for financial reasons, or
I don't know.
They don't have family they care about seeing.
So there you have it.
It's very dark.
It is. All right, let's see what we got coming in.
Lighten it up.
Yeah, let's take some super chats and some call. Here, call in 914-200.
Perk us up, people.
Yeah, we rarely take calls when Chrissy is on, so let's do it. 914-200-0269. Also, please like, share, comment. If you are not subscribed, wherever you're watching, hit subscribe, and then make sure that all notifications are on. Notification bell, and make sure it's all, or else you're going to get none. I promise you that. So thank you so much for that. Flim Flam Man. That sounds like Dan Schumann says, where do I buy keto brain worms? Is there a Frankly cone? Yes. Remember, for the next couple of days, you could go to ketobrains.com and fight your brain worms. Use promo code January for 15% off, and then you'll be in the running for a one of 4 prizes that we're going to be giving away in a few days. So thank you, Dan, for teeing that one up for me. Keto brain worms. No, this will be the anti-brain worm.
Love keto brains.
I'm glad you do.
That was a good intro you made for me.
Well, I hope you guys work together a lot more.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Stowstube says, just a super chat donation. Evening, Frank and Chrissy. Jay Britt says, Ilhan Omar was basically squirted with a douche. The rest of the joke is something nasty C word. Great show, always fun with Chrissie Mayr.
Oh,
I'm 100% on there with you. Joricho, that's
they were
Luca.
trying to give her a shower.
Yeah,
just a few squirts at a time.
Like you said, at the very least, there's she's alkaline a little bit now. Luca in Canada says, Chrissy, please introduce Frank to Cecil or Cecil.
Yes. You would love him. I'll have to bring him.
I would love to see all three of you on a show together. It would be amazing.
Yeah. I got to bring Cecil one of these times. He just got his whole freaking channel deleted off YouTube over some BS. Like, he made fun of Tim Waltz and he got his whole channel taken down.
Tim Waltz?
Yeah. Like, called him just like, I don't know, some slurs, some bad words. Like, it didn't seem like a big deal what he said.
Well,
crazy.
I know. Slur, depending on what the slurs. Oh, well, do you know what? Don't say it.
The F word.
Okay.
The F double G word.
The gay F word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something involving semen.
Was it the horse semen thing? You remember that?
Oh God. Are you talking about Mr. Hand?
No, you remember during the campaigning in 2024, there were I think like fake. I don't know if the articles were fake or if they were fake or not. It was still hilarious that people would produce that, but people were trying to really back up the theory or the rumor that Tim Waltz had been arrested for drinking horse ejaculate.
Oh my God!
You
I didn't hear that.
Where the hell have you been?
I don't know.
I mean,
I missed out on so many core memories.
Claims circulate here. This is from Google. Claims circulating around online about Minnesota Governor Tim Waltz and horse semen are completely fabricated and constitute an internet hoax. Okay, but this was around fabricated story followed Tim Waltz's selection as Kamala Harris's running mate in August 2024. The false rumors and fabricated images spread online alleged that Waltz had his stomach pumped after ingesting a large amount of this stuff. Which is really just a redux of the Lil' Kim rumors we used to get in middle school.
What the hell were those?
You don't
Lil' Kim?
You never heard that?
No.
I mean, in the late 90s, here's what we got in the 90s. Two things that I'll always remember. That Lil' Kim had her stomach pumped because she swallowed too much of everybody's stuff. And then that Marilyn Manson was really Paul from the Wonder Years with his rib removed.
Oh my God. I didn't hear about either of those.
You never heard that Marilyn Manson
I was in public school.
You never heard that Paul from the Wonder Years was really Marilyn Manson grown up? I can't believe this.
That makes so much sense, though.
Yeah, and well, there's also the rib removal.
What man would get a rib removed?
If you can, so he can suck himself.
I did hear that. I did hear about that one.
Okay, finally, something you've heard. How can you be a comedian?
I don't know. I missed out on all this stuff.
Jeez.
You know, we didn't have cable in my house growing up.
Cable?
We didn't.
This wasn't on television?
I didn't see a lot of things.
Oh, man. Does everybody in the chat room remember this? Please, am I nuts?
No, I'm just weirdly.
Yeah, hold on. People are saying, I remember this. I remember this. I remember it. The Richard Gere and the gerbil. Did you remember that?
Yes, the butthole.
I'm happy about that. Okay, let's take a call from Desmond. You there?
Hey. Are you? I was just giving context on the guy with the plane and the killdozer and the penguin.
Go ahead.
It's the Valhalla spirit.
Yes.
Valhalla, Spartan, legions. It's going out with a bang.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not dying on your knees.
Yes.
That's what it is.
I'm getting chills listening to you.
That's what people. You read the comment sections, especially like the comment sections that have been preserved from 4chan and all that stuff. I have quite a bit. I have a whole Sky King folder at home because every once in a while, around August every year, we like a little tip of the cap because it's something worthy of talking about. You're talking about somebody who's kind of, it's that warrior spirit, even in the face of what you believe is.
Makes me sad because if that's in him, like, it would have been nice to see that sooner. It's like it's cool that he expressed that rather than dying on your knees. But like, if that's in you, how can we help bring that out of people before it's like too late? You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see that coming out of folks. Maybe not like as they're meeting their end.
Caller, what do you think?
Exactly.
Caller.
It's more like being in touch with the roots. That's the thing is we all got severed from our ancestral roots, and it's that connection. And that's what inspires and lifts up, and knowing the stories of our ancestors, these warrior spirits that went out, and when it was their time to come, when they're getting long in the tooth, they just gave it their all.
Makes me want to go to Norway at Epcot Center. And
It makes you want to get up early tomorrow morning and do squats in the snow.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It does.
Exactly. I'm in Florida, but still it's chilly here. But still, after I go out and do my walk, I jump in the pool, even though it's like 60 degrees, just to get that
good.
boost, get that
Good for the
you know,
blood,
invigoration.
bad for the penis, but it's all worth it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the context. That's the penguin. He's going for it. He doesn't know what's on the other side. He probably made it.
It's cool that a penguin can do that, though. Like, I'm more impressed with the penguin doing that.
Your point about the animal mind, especially the bird mind, to really you're being driven mostly on instinct, and to go off and be that much of an outlier is very, very alluring.
That's how I feel right now because my phone's on 4%. I literally feel like that penguin. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to get home.
The rest of my life is up in the air.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, at the fundamental level, we're in a society that's been captured. Like, it's like got this big tentacle network over the top. This is not natural to our people. Like European people, this is not our style of being. These volumes of books and loopholes and trying to finagle and get out of taxes and all that stuff. That is not us.
No.
We're a high trust people.
Yeah.
And living in this society that's got this network over the top. It's a disconnect, and it causes people to do that stuff, like with the plane, with the killdozer, with all that. They're like, this is not me.
You're right. They
so
just
they just
flip
get to
a
the point and they're
switch.
like, let me give it. And they just kind of give that roar and do the Valhalla Spartan charge kind of thing. So anyway, that's my take.
Well, sir, before you go, sir, your name is Des?
Desmond.
Well, Desmond, I hope you call in more often. This was great to hear from you, and thank you so much for getting through.
Yeah, thanks for taking the call. And best guest ever. This is my favorite guest you ever have on the show.
Oh my God.
Well, listen.
It's this sweater. I know it.
Yeah, it is. It has to be. It's 2026, though, Desmond. It's 2026, and I am endeavoring to make sure that I have as many people in the studio as possible. So that means Chrissie has to come back a little bit more often than she ever has. So
good. I have a lot of friends.
My mantra is I just keep doing the laps and saying, this is my year. This is my year.
Yes.
I'm just giving it my all. So
that's the best attitude.
Hope everybody else does too. Tap into your ancestors, get that connection to the divine, and just go for it. Give it your all.
There you go. And then the Valhalla spirit. Thank you, Desmond.
Yes, just wake up hard and grab the day by the balls.
Yes. Wake up.
Makes me want to take a cold shower and make my bed and shovel the driveway.
Well, you at least go out on the back porch. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to go out on the back porch and I'm just going to breathe the frigid air.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick my ass in the snow.
Sometimes I take the baby out in the snow. Well, I don't put him in the snow, but I'm like, breathe that air, buddy.
That's what they do. That's they used to do in Europe before they had to watch out for migrants taking the children.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to go out in the back because that's where that's where the dogs are pooping and peeing now because they can't venture into the lawn.
See, there's so many reasons why we shouldn't go outside.
I'll scoop away the small doodle poops and then we will spend time in the back.
We just convinced ourselves that, whatever.
It's yellow snow.
That's it. Okay, let's see here.
I don't like the looks of those teenagers.
I can't take it. 200-0269, 914-200-0269. Call us up. Let me see. Jay Semo says, great show as usual. You're so right on the federal income tax weighing us down when you're running for office. When are you running for office? Happy hump day. Never. This is where I will be. I will be doing this show, and I would like to produce things that are adjacent to this show. I'd like to do some acting and directing and let's just tell stories again. We'll tackle the world from that perspective. There are far better people who have been groomed for office, far younger, that are cleaner than I am. That'd be nice.
Oh, stop it! You're still groomable, Frank.
Yes.
You keep your chin up.
Right. No, I am untamable at this point. Let's see. Dean, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Frank? Chrissy, how we doing?
Good. My back hurts.
I know the feeling, man. Probably not like you do, but you know.
It's
Hey,
these
Frank, you were
boobs.
just talking about the Tim Walsh thing with the horse jizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure, I might be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure that fucking Dilly made that shit up. I think it was Dilly in the. Frank. I might be wrong about it, but I'm pretty sure it was Dilly and the fucking meme team that did that.
How?
You know what? Maybe.
I remember them laughing about it. I remember him laughing about it on his show because all these news outlets picked it up and were writing stories like the one you just cited about it being fake and completely made up. I'm pretty sure he had something to do with that.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna put in a text message to see.
Do you know this person?
Brendan Dilly, yeah.
Have I met him?
I don't know. Oh, you've definitely seen him online. I don't know if you know him personally though.
Yeah, I'm pretty. If you're on Twitter, Chrissy,
definitely
which
have
I
seen
know
him.
you are, you definitely ran across him. You had to.
You
have.
probably follow him and talking to him right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It probably is. You know what it was? It was. I remember it was a. I don't know if it came first or after the JD Vance humping the couch story.
Do you know how the thing came about with JD Vance with the fat face and the weird eyes and the curly hair?
I love it. It's my favorite
How
thing.
did that happen?
Hilarious.
It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite. And it's not even his final form.
No,
the
we
best
have
thing
8
about
more
that
years.
thing with JD Vance is he dressed up kind of like the meme for Halloween. Remember,
I
he just
saw
put the
that.
long wig
That
on
was
with the
really
curly hair.
funny.
Yeah.
He went all in on it. I mean, he can't make himself fat overnight, but
No.
it's funny, man.
You can try.
Let me see. I just asked Gemini.
So funny.
What came first, JD Vance couch fucking or Tim Waltz horse semen? The rumor regarding JD Vance and couch came first. So JD Vance couch rumor was July 15th, 2024. The false claim originated from a tweet on July 15th where it went viral shortly after he was announced as Donald Trump's running mate. Tim Waltz's horse semen rumor was August of 2024. So it was also false. The rumor was created by supporters of Trump and Vance to balance it out. And I just loved it. It's like, this is
awesome.
I'm telling you, it had something to do with Dilly and the meme team. I wouldn't be. It's something that it sounds to me like fucking Phantom Shadow would have came up with.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty sure it was one of those guys.
Hold on. Well, let me see if I can get any kind of in on this. Let me wait. Give me a second. I know dead air. I hate
I got
dead air.
greens, beans,
Yeah, I know.
potatoes, tomatoes, turkey, ham, duck, chicken.
We'll
you
see.
name it.
I'm pretty sure it was him though, because I just remember him laughing about how all these news outlets were picking up some silly shit that one of them made up. I remember that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask. We'll see we'll see what happens there. Thanks for the call, Dean.
Yeah. It's either that or they heard it and they ran with it and memed the shit out of it.
Either
I don't
way,
remember which one came first.
Either way,
but I'm pretty sure
it was just that wonderful 1-2 punch because every once in a while the Democrats the horse yeah.
And how ridiculous it is. that people that they had to actually, whether it was Dilly or not, that somebody said Tim Walz had to have a stomach pump from drinking horse jizz, and people actually believed it to the point that they had to write articles.
He thought
about
maybe he
It's
thought
just
it was like a
fucking hilarious.
homeopathic.
Well, that's the best thing is that all these rumors come with fake articles now. So many things, and that was I remember it. Okay, yeah.
Which only makes it worse.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. We just got confirmation. It was Dilly adjacent. That's what I'll say.
There you go.
It was okay.
All right.
It was adjacent. That's all I'll say.
All right, guys. Well, you have a great rest of the show. I'll be checking in. I've been down and out since Friday with a little virus.
Me
I'm bouncing back.
too. Did you go to a water park also?
Water park?
Yeah.
No thanks.
I got mine from a water park.
Well, see, don't go. never go to a water park indoors in the winter, Dean. Have a good one. Let me see. Hold on. I got some. The good news is that he removed the tweet. The bad news is that he forgot to remove the like. Don't drink and tweet. Hold on. Oh God. No. Now Dilly's reminding me of all the other things that were coming out around the time.
It was a best of times. It was the meme.
No, do you
of
remember? I think it was John Cardillo. Dilly was getting into a fight with him at some point. I forgot. Well, anyway, I forgot who the hell it was. John Cardillo liked a meme. It was a picture of somebody holding up a DeSantis for president hat, because John Cardillo, I think, was a big DeSantis supporter. And somebody, I think on the Dilly adjacent area
in the Dilliverse,
had taken this picture of somebody holding the DeSantis for president hat, but in the background of this, this living room, there was a television on the far wall, and slightly blurred because it's not supposed to be the focal point of the picture. The hat was on the television on the far wall. There was a frame from a gay porno. and people's eyes were being drawn to the hat
on a screen or printed out. Oh.
No, it was it's on the actual television.
Oh man!
Yeah, but because people's eyes were being drawn to the hat, they got a few really big names to like the image because they didn't notice the gay.
No!
Oh yeah, it was all out war in 24. I loved it. I really just had a great time, and
you know why I was pregnant. I think that's why I missed a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll take it away.
Birth. Yeah.
That'll take a lot. That'll take a lot from you. Take a lot of your I mean, first of all, you don't know about Killdozer.
No, I missed so many memes.
Oh, let's see what else we have here. Eli P says, love the show. Chrissy's on. Thanks, Frank. Logic, thank you so much for your wonderful super chat. And over on Pilled, we'll do those in just a little bit. Of course, Chrissy will be on with me for a little bit on the flip side. But let's take another call, shall we? 817, you're on with Frank and Chrissy.
Hey, Frank and Chrissy, this is Cloud9.
Hey, Cloud9, this should be good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Well, I was just going to say, I mean, given the earlier videos you played of Tyler Alvera, I mean, outside of the Hasidic Jewish population, he's done several on the Indian population. And then recently, I think it's Sarah Gonzalez from The Blaze recently just did one regarding Texas fraud. I think it's like North Dallas.
Wow.
But yeah, and so it's this constant war that's not being talked about between who can outdo one another, Jews and Indians. And it's like, hey, let's get our minds off of one another. Let's try to outdo one another. And then in the left field, here comes this unknown player, the Somalis. What are they doing? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, wow. They came in kind of clutch at the last second. All right,
it's
well,
like a horse
they get a home run, I guess.
I know. It's just so gargantuan a situation, man. It really is, and I just wish that we had personal opt-out buttons. And some would say, Frank, you do. You shouldn't be, the income taxes is voluntary and this and that and the way it should be, the way one law or another was drafted. And then there is the constant reminder every day that the people who are really in charge of the country rule arbitrarily through power that was never delegated to them constitutionally or legally in any way, shape, or form, and that your life that you create for yourself outside of their system can really, it could be, the jig can be up at any point. And even if you have the moral high ground and the legal high ground, they don't give a shit about either of those things. That's the reminder.
Yeah, and then also at some point you've got to ask, I mean, if we're paying into a system that is federally funding all of these projects, which are very unethical and very unsung and unbecoming, we're paying into an unethical, immoral system. And so, you could say taxation is theft, but I mean, it's more than that. It's immoral at this point, right?
Yeah.
Outside of it being like, there's legal ways of minimizing how much your taxable income is going to be. But I mean, outside of that, you're still going to be paying into a system nonetheless. If you go to like a grocery store or you get your gas filled up, because there's going to be some type of consumption tax, whether you're talking a sales tax associated with your groceries or a consumption tax as it relates to gas. So it's inescapable.
You know what? In that respect, if you were giving me, I think anybody at this point would say, okay, we're going to take away from you. We're going to take away the income tax, state income tax, the federal income tax. Oh, well, you know what? I don't know. State income taxes. I'm fine with whatever that,
Right.
because then you can leave.
Yeah, no, of course.
But okay, so federal income tax gone, property taxes and inheritance taxes. If we took just those away, I think everybody would be okay with certain consumption taxes, like a sales tax and stuff like that. Okay, fine. Put a sales tax on things, and that and the tariffs that are coming in can fund a limited government that we have and all that shit. I compared to how we are being absolutely bled dry right now, I think everybody would be totally fine with the sales tax sticking around a little bit. I think that would be liberation to degrees we can't even conceive of right now.
Well, before the 16th Amendment was put into place, most of this country that was, getting provided for, at least in terms of the federal government, most of their income was coming through tariffs and then U.S. Treasury stock bonds, I believe.
Wow.
So pre-1913, you didn't have a federal income tax. And so, it was year one was what, 1912? Well, that was the Titanic. And of course, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but if you know, you know.
Yep.
And then what happens the year after? World War One, right? So it's these sequential things that happen year by year. Well, anyways, I'm going to go down a tantrum. Anyways, Chrissy, you have a good night. It's nice to hear from you. And it's hilarious to kind of see what's been going on in your world. But let the fans know if you've got anything planned for the Dallas or the Louisiana area anytime soon.
I will. Yeah, I got to book something out there. I always love Texas. Louisiana's cool too.
Thank you, Cloud9. It's good to hear from you. Great call always. Yeah, well, yeah, that is a lot that I would, and I'll put it to you this way, ladies and gentlemen. Just as an aside, because that is a deep rabbit hole. I do want to go into World War I a little bit more, and to do that, I want to talk about something that we've done many times with Jay Dyer, with the Society of the Elect and Cecil Rhodes, and I am going to actually bring back, I think in March, we're going to have a fourth conversation with G. Edward Griffin, because I want to talk to him about Carol Quigley in particular, and that'll be really great, because I think in the lead up to World War I is something that people need a lot more on. And in the meantime, Chrissy, you too, if you ever wanted to get a crash course on that forgotten but incredibly important war, you gotta, it's one of these things. There's a lot of videos that I listen to once a year just to be able to refresh. And something that people should watch at least once a year until it all sinks in is James Corbett's World War I conspiracy video. It's I think it's about an hour long or something. I have it in the Interesting Shite playlist on YouTube. There's some great stuff in that playlist. You should definitely go in there. But the World War I conspiracy by James Corbett is fantastic. That,
cool.
Yeah. It's big stuff. We don't talk about it anymore. Nobody has the capability.
No, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Now we're spending time editing the high school photos of the latest ICE murder.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell is.
Putting filters on Wooly Willy.
Yeah, we need the martyrs to be hot. What good is a martyr?
Everyone loves a hot martyr. Yeah, you can't do a mural of an ugly martyr.
Can't. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Over on Pilled, Bill Cooper. Thank you so much. Homegoy says one of my favorite guests. Thank you, Frank.
Oh, thanks.
You have a lot of fans out there.
Wow.
Big Chief Patriot says, hello, everyone. Came late to the party. Love these nights when Chrissy is on. Always funny, entertaining show. As always, Frank, thank you for all you do. Wonderful. Lurk mode deactivated. We love Chrissy, says Clouded Casey.
I should just stay here. I'll sleep under the desk.
That's it. It's that. We have this nice amoeba couch over here.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's like kidney bean shaped.
It is, and it's very.
You could sleep on this if you know.
And
you
you
had a fight with a spouse. Yeah, your jacket looks pretty comfortable.
My
there.
jacket looks great. You just imagine a body there.
Is that Steve Carell's face?
It is. It's Prison Mike. And the Dementors.
You could sleep there.
No, this is a great thing to sleep on. I've never slept there, but I have lounged there. If I have like a really good, if I have a really good pre-show setup and all of a sudden I realize I have 15, 20 minutes left, I'll just lay back over there a little bit and just kind of stare at the ceiling and listen to music. I don't know. It's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. Okay. Steven and Lori says, bet some bitch we know. Oh, L.
Oh yeah.
L.
Yes, you would love her.
Oh, we know her.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, we should get her to call in when you're in one night.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since.
I haven't had her on in a while. She's been busy, I think.
I saw.
Or just hates me. We'll find out.
Well, I saw her text the tweet something recently that she hadn't been around because family issues, and she's very doting when it comes to her family, from what I see. Great person. I bet some bitch we know has the deets on Ilhan Omar's ill-gotten gains. Probably.
Ooh.
She probably has a whole dossier.
Yeah, she's a deep diver.
The Sentinel says they did one with the Obama phone lady, and it's on YouTube. Oh, I remember the Obama phones. Corey J says, hey, Chrissie and Frank, another great show. And NX17 says, great show. Love when Chrissie is here.
Oh my God, you guys.
We have 6 minutes, so we can't watch this next thing. But we are going to watch a couple of extra reels and funny things on the flip side, which is just on the other side of the end credits. We have... Did you hear about this guy with the world's smallest penis?
I probably dated him.
He went. I don't know how the hell people do this. He's a 38-year-old from North Carolina.
Wow, I thought for sure he'd be a Jeet.
Well, he went on to what television show?
He's American? Gosh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, he went on to this. Is it UK? Is it the UK?
I thought for sure. There's got to be somebody with a smaller penis just lurking in like South Korea or something who's keeping a low profile.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's obviously what's going on.
Maybe, but you have to hear this. First of all, he says things on television. I don't even know why this is happening. Why he's putting himself through this, because the things he said.
How small are we talking?
We're talking 0.38 inches.
Is that like a light switch?
0.38 inch. That's
0.3.
That's 30% of an inch.
Hold on. What is that even?
Okay, a quarter is about.
Are you talking like a thumbnail?
A quarter is about an inch diameter. Think about the diameter.
Smaller than a quarter.
Well, I would say
that's
less than half.
Basically skin.
It's clitoris. It's clitoris that pees. That's.
What about the balls? Are the balls normal sized?
I don't know.
Are they micro balls as well?
We don't get any glimpses of the package here, but you just got to hear.
Wow. So there's no penis.
Essentially. And what I want to watch with you, because I have the article, and I also have the Instagram version of the interview on television. I don't understand the motivation for needing to tell the world.
I mean,
like, you wouldn't be able to torture this out of me. You couldn't torture this out of me. I would die. Before.
I mean, I think you probably go through a lot of. It's probably like all the stages of grief, but with a penis. You're like, whoa, I'm small. You're like, wait, I'm really small. I'm the smallest everyone I've been with has ever experienced. Like, hey, I might be. And then you're bummed about it for years. You're probably depressed, and you're like, this could be my thing. I could be great. If I'm going to be great at one thing, it's going to be having a small penis. Like, I want to be the best at having a small penis. Like, I want to, let's take it to the hole. Or not.
Nah.
Let's call the Guinness Book of, I damn sure. Like, what's the point of having a teeny tiny penis if you don't have the world's smallest penis? You got to just lean in.
Yeah. You say, I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody who thinks that they are smaller than me to come forward And they have a duel or something. I don't know.
You have to embrace it. I think you have to, because if you don't, you will be depressed.
Well, there's that. We have a couple of other things that I want to show you after the end credits. I think everybody's going to love that. And
you don't have pictures of it, do you?
No, I have not.
I'll just have to use my imagination.
I'm scared. I'd be scared to even Google that. There are.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't want to Google that. No.
I'd be scared because it would
put you in a place you don't want to be.
It'd be very. I don't know.
It would put you on lists you don't deserve to be on.
It's very off-putting. 0.38.
Less than a quarter. Is that a dime?
I don't have change on me anymore. It's not 2002. The hell. I'm trying to look around. Trying to look around for anything.
You can't put that in. Do you even you don't get hard? Do you? Is that hard or soft?
It's that. Like I said, that's a clitoris.
Oh man.
So he's obviously never had sex. It's impossible to do that.
And then you're his parents, and you're like,
you're
watching him grow up, and you're like, uh-oh.
That's what it comes down to, because they're saying that
because the baby is bigger than him already.
They're saying that the condition is usually the result of fetal testosterone deficiency, according to the Cleveland Clinic. And so if you're pregnant with a boy,
get away from the soy. Oh my goodness.
Eat steak and eggs with the yolk.
Take your prenatals, take your DHAs, oh my God.
Please, ladies, if you have a boy,
could this have been
steak and eggs?
Yeah, don't be going vegan or anything like that.
Steak and eggs with the yolk.
Frank was basically force feeding me meat throughout my pregnancy.
Eat it. Eat it. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay, well, here, Chrissie, in the meantime, I'm going to start wrapping up over here. Let everybody know where they should find you, your broadcast schedule.
You can find me Googling world's smallest penis. That's where I'll be after the show. Oh my gosh, who knows if I'll even make it home? I have 4%. But yeah, every Friday, I'm on Friday Night Tights, which is on Nerdrotic's YouTube channel, and every Sunday is my show Simpcast on my YouTube channel. And I have fun interviews in my studio all the time, like Nightmare. Sometimes if I do a remote one, it's just called the Chrissie Mayr podcast. But yeah, I have a few cool people that are set to come in, like Frank here. He's gonna probably come in
the 21st, right? No.
March?
I'm gonna be no. It was March. It was March.
It'll be March.
I'm live here on the 21st. We were going to do February 7th.
I know, and then my producer couldn't make it.
So it's going to be March 7th, right?
It's going to be, yeah. Is that the Ides? No, that's not.
No, the Ides is the 15th. That is a Sunday this year.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, March 7th, I'm going to be on location with Chrissie, which is going to be great.
That's going to be really cool.
Everybody in this audience has to show up to support that night.
I'm going to have to actually really prepare for that one too. I'm going to have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to
give a shit. Yeah, and that's it. No, nothing really specific to promote.
Okay. ChrissieMayr.com.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, because she's going to be booking. She's going to be bringing herself to Texas again soon. She said she wants that to happen.
I got to get some cowboy boots for the baby.
That's it. Okay. Well, listen here. One more thing here. Running on Empty said it's my birthday, and it was wonderful. Running on Empty. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Wonderful. Let me just make sure that I got everybody else over there on Rumble.
What are you, a Capricorn or Aquarius? Probably Aquarius.
You can don't ask your phone. You only have four left.
Right. No, I know. I can't. I haven't looked at it.
Okay, that's it, everybody. Listen, we're going over to the flip side right now. I'm going to put the link in the chat room. But in the meantime, just please remember, this is my 20th year broadcasting.
What?
2006, February 18th is going to be 20 years. I have a very special promotion. I'm going to be running out limited edition stuff for new sponsors. And of course, we're going to open up to current sponsors as well. But you'll see very soon, once we hit the month of February. Ladies and gentlemen, become a sponsor through quitefrankly.tv/sponsor, or a YouTube member, or wherever the hell. You are just loaded up instantly with so
That's
much.
What she said.
I know. With 0.38 inches of content. everything you could ever need. Just so exclusive streams and just classic stuff. We're going to be watching 2 movies for our film club watch parties in February, starting with Ready Player One and then Drive.
Ooh.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
I love Ready Player One.
You gotta be a part of a watch party one night.
Okay.
And then just you call in as the co-host afterwards.
Or I can't show up in my pajamas.
Yeah. Well, it's not here. You can do it remotely.
All right, I'll just wear my pajamas at home.
I'd be home from my living room too. So there's so many reasons to support the show for as little as $5 a month, but the biggest one is it's 20 years, and help me lay down the foundation for the next 40, please. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Hit that link when you see it in the chat, and until tomorrow, we got Matt from Cultivate Elevate coming on, and who knows what else is happening. The week is only halfway done. Thank you so much. Bye, Chrissy.
Bye.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Oh, yes. Don't go anywhere, everybody, because right after the end credits roll, Chrissy and I will be taking you for an extra ride, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So get to the flip side. Come to the flip side now. Go into the chat room, and there are the links. All right, guys, head over. It's always the best part of the show. Oh, this is the last 2.5 inches are always so good. Oh.